We would like to welcome everyone to the 2021 Oxford High School Veterans Day program. At this time, we would like to ask everyone to silence all cell phones so that the program can commence without interference. We would like to thank everyone for being in attendance, and at this time, we will begin our program.
The Oxford High School Concert Choir, led by Holly Luke, will now honor our veterans with the song, "Thank You, Soldiers."
In the air and oceans true, defending freedom at all costs, for the red, the white, and blue. Thank you, oh thank you, men and women, brave and strong. Those who serve so gallantly, we sing this grateful song. To the soldiers who have traveled on to countries far and near, in peace and war you paid the price for the cause you hold so dear, that we may wake each morning bright and know that freedom reigns, because of your great sacrifice. Your country joins to sing. Thank you, oh thank you, men and women, brave and strong. To those who serve so gallantly, we sing this grateful song. Thank you, oh thank you, men and women, brave and strong. To those who serve so gallantly, we sing this grateful
At this time, we would like to recognize servicemen and women who have served our country. Veterans, would you please stand and be recognized? At this time, would any student, faculty member, or guest who has a family member who is a veteran, would you please rise? Thank you. Now will you please stand with our city's heroes and their families for the presentation of the colors by the Calhoun County Sheriff Department. Thank you. You may be seated. The OHS Band Symphonic Winds, led by Mr. David McDaniel, will now honor our nation's veterans with the playing of God Bless America.
Mr. McDaniel. Our guest of honor today is Colonel Eric McCoy, commander of the Anniston Army Depot. Colonel McCoy is a native of Baltimore, Maryland. He is a distinguished military graduate of Morgan State University. He holds degrees from Central Michigan University, Georgetown University, and the U.S. Army War College. Colonel McCoy has served our great country in various states around the world, including Korea and Afghanistan. Colonel McCoy has served as a teaching instructor at the prestigious U.S. Military Academy at West Point, New York. He has commanded the 203rd Brigade Support Battalion, 3rd Armored Brigade Combat Team, 3rd Infantry Division, 4th Brigade Support Battalion, the 1st Stryker Brigade Combat Team, and the 4th Infantry Division. He followed those leadership commands in Schofield Barracks, Hawaii, as Chief of Sustainment for the 25th Infantry Division. Colonel McCoy is highly decorated in recognition for his incredible service to our country. He was awarded the Bronze Star Medal, the Defense Meritorious Service Medal, Meritorious Service Medal, Joint Service Commendation Medal, the Army Commendation Medal, Army Achievement Medal, Joint Meritorious Unit Award, and the Meritorious Unit Commendation. At this time, would you please give a warm hero's welcome to our guest of honor today, Colonel Eric McCoy.
Mr. Harmon, distinguished guests, faculty, and students, thank you so much for taking the time to participate in today's ceremony, and thank you for the invite. On Thursday, we'll celebrate Veterans Day and recognize all who have served this nation with honor and distinction. The strength of our nation's military isn't found in tanks, boats, or planes, but rather in people. For nearly a century, we have celebrated Veterans Day on the anniversary of the armistice that ended the fighting along the Western Front in World War I on November 11th, 1918. This year, we also commemorate another event that happened as a result of World War I, the creation of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in Arlington National Cemetery. This year marks the 100th anniversary of the tomb, a reminder of the ultimate sacrifice of some of our veterans. While Memorial Day is a time to remember those who died in the service of our country, Veterans Day is a time to remember all those who served, past and present. 23 years of wearing this uniform has taught me a lot. The importance of principles, of passion, and of people. Seeing all corners of this country and how other nations perceive us when serving abroad, I have learned that our all-volunteer Army is a credit to Americans of all races, genders, and creeds. And our common commitment to defense and love of this country binds us together and unifies us in service of a higher calling. That privilege and opportunity goes to the heart of what it means to be an American and allows our veterans to leave military service more equipped to be better spouses, siblings, and citizens. Moreover, I'm extremely proud of the nearly 700 veterans who continue to serve in a civilian capacity here in the community at Anniston Army Depot as the pit crew of the American warfighter. As a nation, we must ensure that the service and sacrifice of our veterans is never overlooked or forgotten. The Army believes that every soldier is a soldier for life and is committed to removing barriers to their success both in and out of the Army. On Veterans Day, we honor the brave men and women from all walks of life who have stepped forward to defend our nation throughout history. The United States now has the largest population of young veterans since the Vietnam War. As a country, we owe it to these men and women to make sure that they transition from service with the skills and experience to find meaningful employment. Regardless of the military branch in which our veterans have served, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, or Space Force, this day belongs to them. Generations of patriots have dedicated themselves to the defense of our country to make us stronger and more resilient. Soldiers live by the Army values of loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. They do not leave behind their values and skills when they transition to civilian life, maintaining a lifelong identification and affiliation with the Army. We don't want veterans to see themselves as former soldiers, but as soldiers for life, uniquely qualified to advocate for and connect the public with the Army by telling their story. The Army Soldier for Life program works with communities across our country to create opportunities for our soldiers, veterans, and families, and encourages veterans to remain connected to the Army. Right now, all around our country and here in Oxford, our Soldiers for Life and veterans from other services are teachers, doctors, engineers, social workers, community leaders, first responders, and elected officials. They continue to serve our communities and our country by making positive contributions, building stronger futures, and inspiring future generations. Each day, we set aside Veterans Day all across the country to celebrate and pay tribute to America's veterans for their devotion, patriotism, selfless service, and sacrifice on behalf of us all. Our nation's veterans throughout history have kept us free, returned home, and continue to serve our nation in a multitude of ways. Today, we say thanks to them all. Thank you for inviting me here today, and to our veterans, thank you for your service.
At this time, the Oxford Faculty Commons would like to present a token of our appreciation to Colonel Eric McCoy and the members of the Oxford faculty who have served our country. Colonel Eric McCoy, Mrs. Friend, Mr. Morey, Mr. Webb, and Mr. Morrison, thank you for your service to our country.
At this time, the choir will pay tribute to our guest of honor today with the singing of America the Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains
please rise for the retiring of our nation's colors by the Calhoun County Sheriff's Department, followed by Amazing Grace by Calhoun County Sheriff Matthew Wade.
At this time, we would like to take the time to thank the band and choir. Band and choir, you guys did an outstanding job today. Oxford Fire Department, thank you for the display of Old Glory today during our program. We would like to extend a special thanks to Sheriff Matthew Wade and the Calhoun County Sheriff's Department for presenting and retiring the colors today, along with our guest of honor, Colonel Eric McCoy. At this time, we're going to have Mr. Gallagher come up and explain how we will dismiss from this program.
Thank you, Mr. Harmon. Students, thank you for your behavior today. You guys were excellent. Thank you so much.